thing has no name, for it needs no language. Nevertheless, those who would submit to its word, this will, are rewarded in a fashion. The creature's blessings are as repulsive as they are robust. Twisted, half-human monstrosities stalk the flesh-ridden halls, protecting their gestating god.
Quite a few typos in that transcript there. But yeah, we're back. This is falmunction plays Darkest Dungeon Crimson Court. As always, we're back in the Darkest Dungeon, trying our best to activate the 3 Iron Crowns. We got Dwarf, Token Lad, Kaida, and a replacement Antiquarian with us. So, I don't know why, but we have 4 of these talismans now. And, yeah, Madness Made Flesh. But maybe this is another aspect of Radiant mode. Either that, or they just give you another one if you fail miserably the first time. Or maybe after you've unlocked a certain amount of Iron Crowns. Let's stab some folks. Maybe after you unlock a certain amount of talismans, you get another one or something. I don't know. Point is, this should turn out to be a lot. I hesitate to say easier, but a lot more relaxed than the first one, I think. I don't really know what to do here. I guess crit is always nice, just to make the fight a little bit faster. Because I think, for the most part, what happened last time, what went wrong, is that you just gave the enemies too much time to crit us. Like, we got afflicted way too early, and that was kind of, spelled doom for the entire mission, like cascaded along the way. Wasn't the very last mission, though. The very last one we were actually pretty happy to win against the sunken crew or drowning crew. I don't know. Some kind of crew. But yeah, we're back in the deep end again. This time not with a big damage dealer, honestly, except for Dwarf, but he might have to, do the heavy lifting on healing. But I'm gonna hope for Token to actually come through in the clutch with riposte, as you see here. That's just as I said. Not bad, not bad. So yeah. So we'll have him defending everybody, and therefore the chance will be higher that the enemies hit him. Good idea? I think that's a great idea. Nice. So yeah, that's the plan so far. Nice. But this is just the beginning. The Templars will still be tough, even with 4 talisman, I think. So, yeah. Hopefully, we can out-damage the enemies and don't have to, I don't know, just keep guarding people. We don't have to take as many hits or give the enemies enough chances to do us in. Hold on a gosh darn second. I gave Token the wrong trinket. Excuse me. That's a bummer. Because the trinket he has only activates in the fourth spot. So he can't riposte. No. It's not gonna work. Damn. Okay, that was my bad. I wasted another trinket slot. Whatever. If we get shuffle, we'll get the occasional benefit, maybe. Whatever. That was a little stupid. I gotta admit. Yeah, the other thing that I changed is bringing Kaida along. Her battlefield medicine should allow us to avoid a lot of damage from the Templars, mostly poisoning us. So that's a good thing, as always. Of course, the riposte is strong in this one. Ritualizing Restoration. That I thought this guy was dead, but now he's not. So whatever. How does a freaking inanimate object? I guess it's not really, because there's like this little sucker underneath at the base of it. Is this how these creatures form? They're just what's the word? Ah. Okay, you can only ever defend one person. I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, I guess if they don't find a host, these creatures will just you know, attach to anything and grow from there or something. It's weird. I don't know if that's an aspect of Lovecraftian fiction. I actually only ever read one Lovecraft story, and I think it's one of his best. The Mountains of Madness. I found really cool. Well, thank you. The narrator, our ancestor, complimenting our taste in books. But yeah, Lovecraft, it's kind of a mixed bag these days where it's like, oh my god. Gotta heal up our plague doctor. Yeah, I think it's kind of a mixed bag because you're so far removed from the days of Lovecraft and from what he was inspired by, and especially also because it took a pretty long time for him to actually find some appreciation, because I think he was just like a lowly pulp novel writer or pulp magazine. That's where he wrote his stories in pulp magazines. And the idea of outer space and alien beings there, that was so shocking at the time. Where it's like, at first you think you're the center of the universe, figuratively speaking, or religiously speaking too. But then you see, you know, there's so many worlds out there. Kinda just keeps getting really badly hurt here. But just the thought of a being existing out there somewhere who might just treat you the same way that you treat ants. You know what I mean? Just this sheer shift in and that's why the cultists exist and so on and so forth. They are the ones they're the ones that are getting it. They're the ones that are like, well, we're basically lost from the outset, and there's no way for us to do anything because these beings are just so powerful and unstoppable and inevitable. So yeah, just at least as long as we can serve them, maybe they'll take pity and maybe they'll let us live or whatever. That's the whole premise. And I think it's a good premise, but like I said, it's so far removed these days that you don't often get something like Darkest Dungeon, where they take the material seriously. And of course, it's not one. It's not a one-on-one comparison, but of course they take a lot of inspiration from Lovecraft and Eldritch horror. Oh, finally here! It's the first Iron Crown. I've been bullshitting enough. Yeah, so we're so far removed that we're starting to make fun of it, or just not even. We're taking parts of it, like the aesthetic, and leave the existential dread and misery out of it, or something like that. Hey, Revelation! Who gives a fuck? But yeah, it's cool. But of course, I'm not saying making fun of it is necessarily bad. It's just that, nice. It's a different interpretation that is also valid. That's what I want to say. Let's get back on track with the game, though. There's a Templar. You wanna survive? I really do like the monster designs and how they evolve. You can clearly see that the Templars kind of came he evolved from those cultists, and they that kind of stuff is much needed context. Gives much needed context to the world of it, because we never get to see a glossary or whatever. We don't get to actually read a novel about this, so it's a good pseudo adaptation for video games, I guess. Okay. Token's getting a little bit low on health, so that's a good start. He's got a lot of HP too, so I don't know. Give Tom a little bit more opportunity to heal, and that's a great one. Could really get used to this. Okay. No blights this time. Very nice. Well, this one not so much. But we'll get more opportunities, I'm sure. So far, so okay. Nice, nice, nice. We're getting there. I was a little bit worried about, okay. I was a little bit worried about our damage output. As long as we can make sure we don't, fall too far behind. And yeah, if, the Revelation skill, no matter how you think about it, whether or not it's a good implementation, nice. Or a good game mechanic, rather. Ooh, I love that sound. Okay, let's move back. Whether or not you think it's a good game mechanic, that it's kind of a roll of the dice, whether, well, not really. Like, there's other factors involved, whether or not the guy with or without the talisman gets hit by it. But of course, if you have 4 flames in total, that's kind of moot. And if that is really what, if that's really the result of Radiant mode, then I guess you could call this a little like cheating or whatever. But you know, we still had to pay the opportunity cost of not having a second trinket, right? Okay, well, on the other hand, we might get a really cool trinket here. Yeah, so far so good. I had to sacrifice a little bit of food for this. Thank you for not stunning her. Fortunately, we didn't have the riposte yet, which is okay. Yeah, very momentary, I think. First of all, make sure dwarf gets protected, because I think, don't get me don't quote me on that, but I thought the first 2 spots are usually getting attacked here, especially by those cultist priests. Wow, those last few heals, I gotta say, I'm not really a fan of those. And the enemies are getting proper heals. Nice. More of that, please. Okay. So the support units are healing themselves. That's great. Or each other. That's what I'm talking about. Well, at least he's healing somebody who's already at full health. I think I should rather buff our occultist here. And then we just keep on. Yeah. Four. You're killing me, Smalls. Literally. It's kind of a war of attrition. But so far, so far we're still relatively okay. Finally. It's mostly due to these backline units, I think. There. Bash me. Oh yeah. Okay. Guess I'll take what I can get. Fucking 2. Okay. This will be a long one, it seems. Not the fastest combination I could have gotten, but the crits are helping. Thought I'd give it a shot. Nice! That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Success clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah, we already have all the trinkets. Moving on. Might as well. So... How's your weekend been? I don't know when this goes up, but yeah, we're just going through the motions. It's not like it's boring, but by now I think most people know what to expect on this series. And I do think it's the same layout as last time. 3.
And purpose is made clear.
If life gives you shitty occultists, give them more chances to disappoint you. Yeah, we're playing the numbers game. I think there is a higher chance of him actually giving us heals, like normal good heals, but there's also a high chance of it not working out. So, yeah. Keep that speed up, dude. At least with 4 enemies on the right side still, I have no I'm not in any danger of getting reinforcements because there's only space for 4. This keeps up, although, you know, crits notwithstanding, I guess. Yep. I mean, as well and last time. Yeah, we do have enough bandages and anti-venoms, so we shouldn't be too cheap. Keep healing everybody. Who cares, right? Let's spend another bandage. Whatever. I don't mind. It's getting a little bit scary, though. Yeah, you do. But everybody else is pretty low as well. Yeah, there we go. 36. When it comes to his own health, Tom is right there. Not quite as reliable otherwise, though. They also just have so much HP. And honestly, if we didn't have the Antiquarian, this fight might have been over already. Or this mission, rather. Man. Kaido's really squishy, too. I think that's the biggest issue. Could be worse. Thank God we have the blight. Otherwise we would be really in real big trouble, because otherwise the damage is just not enough. There we go. And since Token's shield ability gives him also high protection, he does also take a, you know, most of the. Oh, how cute. He also takes most of the brunt of the force of the enemy attacks. Just want to get rid of this guy, honestly. Yeah, Maul. That's all you're good for, isn't it? What? My dude! Why? Why are you doing me dirty like that? Get it over with. Oh my god. At least our protection is that high. Not even crits can hurt us, really, but you know the expression, steady dripping will wear away a stone? Something like that. Well, that's a start. Hey! Maybe I should take take a chance at Kaida as healer. Maybe in terms of reliability, she might be the better choice. I'm not gonna complain about 8. Okay. 3 is a little bit annoying, but can't really complain again. Just end it. Thank you. Oh boy, I think, because this is getting rather tedious, I think what we should do is change out the trinkets here. Since Token is doing most of the damage, he should have the Eldritch Cross. I'm convinced of it now because, yeah, Dwarf is our main healer anyway, so I think that's a good choice. Let's see how much better we're doing with it. But of course, there's this sort of time limit of us running out of food at some point. We should probably camp up here so we can at least get the bonus for some extra food that we still have. It's just one companion. I don't know if it's worth it. Instead, these are not very good skills to have while camping, so I'll just reduce some of the stress. The extra dodge should help as well, and speed. And then we de-stress the antiquarian a little bit as well. This puts us more or less at base level. Just a little bit of health that we're missing here. But the next fight should be another Templar fight, so I want to be prepared. Here they are. 2 out of 3. But first we have to actually overcome them. Nice. Okay. So that's a good start. We're gonna basically do this the exact same thing as we did before, except that Token's gonna deal most of the damage. Oh yeah, I thought we already had the retribution, but of course not. That's not too bad. Those 2 guys can switch out. Okay. I was surprised. Okay, nobody got the blight here. That's good. Maybe I should start shielding Kaida instead? To stack up the blight here. Although I'm not a fan of the bleed, obviously. I think I'll stay with Dwarf. Although, it does seem they're attacking the back line much more. I don't know. Okay. He knows what to do when it absolutely absolutely counts at least. Okay. We haven't been doing much retributing, so please, thank you very much. Holy crap! Very nice. Although, yeah. These guys are also pretty good at dodging, but was that another crit? Like 2 in a row? I mean, the enemy quit too, but that's pretty wild. Okay, this ain't that bad. Could very easily switch back to our... Yeah, we do have Rampart that can be activated in the 3rd position, so no problem. Token will move 1 up. Okay. He's getting into a groove once again. Okay, that's another way of making sure Token is in the 2nd position. That's fair. Kaida. No problem.
Devastating blow. The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
We're back to being very low in health.
Compassion is a rarity.
That was worth a shot. And our... That's 3 times! At least give me a 0, alright? 0 I can at least be properly mad about. This is just funny. But in a tragic way. There we go. Yeah, we're wearing them down, and might I suggest, without ever having anybody go to 0 health, no death store debuffs in here. That much I can tell you. Honestly, I don't know who to guard. But the dodges are really nice. I'm quite impressed of our antiquarian work. Okay. That's our 2nd crown. Very nice. 2 down, 1 to go. Now, arguably one of the bigger mistakes that led to our demise last time was, hey guys, was not camping when we had the chance. So I want to make extra special sure that, hey, you can do it. Good job, dwarf. Yeah, just make sure we don't walk into like a nasty fight, even though it's not necessarily one of the Templar encounters. Walk into one of them and get completely overwhelmed, or, you know, get critted down and spiral out of control. But I think right now is still okay. Ouch. Of course, I was basically begging to be proved wrong there. I guess for now it's too late. I'm thinking of like long episodes like these where there's not too much going on, especially if we've already seen most of what the mission has in store for us. Would you have liked for me to fast forward through some of these fights? It's not like with, say, like in a Pokemon game or whatever. They're still engaging, and I am at like always at risk of dying. That's the thing. What this game does a lot better in comparison to other games similar to this. But I could see myself, fast forwarding through some of the fights to get to the good stuff. I basically already do that because I play the less important missions off camera anyway. Okay, now just hopefully, yeah. There we go. So all in all, I think we got out of this fight better than we started, which is, better than you could ever hope for in a Darkest Dungeon quest. A real Darkest Dungeon quest like this. I'm also thinking of maybe just backtracking would have been better, just to get through these encounters. Maybe with less of a risk of having to fight people. Excuse me. But on the other hand, you never know if during the backtracking you'll find another encounter. It happens a lot, actually. Maybe less so in Radiant mode. 40? So that's why you were keeping all that health. I can see it now. Oh boy. Ah. Please. Don't let her bleed out. I think that would be so disheartening. No. Oh man. Don't let it crumble down from here. That's the thing. It only takes 1 or 2 bad rolls and you're finished. Well, at least Token can take the hit crit, at least 1. Although the damage on it is pretty crazy. I'm not amused. So yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Not camping and then getting into a situation like this. But not all is lost. There is some hope. And yeah, finally I'm gonna start guarding the back line. And I do have to make sure the bleeding is gone. Thank you. Because otherwise there's just no direction we could go. Okay, so one support unit's gone. I guess the only support. Okay, see, there's a proper fail, alright? Dwarf. None of that 1 HP bullshit. It's an insult. No way we get out of it without retribution. Flight forward, as they say. The best defensive is a good offensive. 22. There we go. More of that, please. Okay. So both cultists are, just gripping for dear life. Might as well just finish him off. And that stress relief was important, maybe. Okay, cool. Back on track, sort of. Stress is very annoying. There you go. A little problematic. So I think we should just camp right here at the entrance. But I'm gonna be stupid and keep going. This encounter. Just one more. The thing is, I want to make sure we get to the last encounter with the best possible preparations, and that extra health that we got for the few good heals, gave me some hope back. Although I might just be a dumbass. He got 2 crits in a row. He got some stress relief. Why did I think this would have worked? Okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think we need to let Dwarf attack some more. Nice. Please, yes. So close to insanity here. Let's hope for crit. Please dodge it. Yes! You're so good! Oh no. Okay. Still not 100%. That might just be enough. Why did I ever go forth another rune? Okay. Last chance. Here we go. Okay. I think we might have pulled this cart out of the muck. The extra stress for ambush reasons is justifiable. And then we just I guess we could just oh man, I'm a dumbass. I thought I could deliver that to the antiquarian, but that's only an ability for the plague doctor herself. Whatever. I'm getting a little tired, if you hadn't noticed. This will definitely be my last run today. Okay. We know all this. Now we can actually shoulder some more stress than before. I do think this is one of the best mechanics in this game. The way your characters can react to stress, and that not only your health is to be considered. Because there's a lot of games, that are leaning or that are Lovecraftian, that have experimented with insanity mechanic. I think this one does it great. It's a really great job. Okay. Retribution is very important. Crits as well. Not so much for the damage it does, but more about the stress relief at this point. Okay. Thought I had a chance there, and it worked out. Okay. That's fine. Oh, fine. Okay. Just try and get this over with quickly.
A momentary abatement.
Okay. 4. I mean, that's karma, ain't it? But the cultist will die, or the priest rather. Get another chance and you redeemed yourself. Very nice, very nice. Token is more health, so sometimes the health bars can be a little bit deceiving.
Seize this momentum.
But it's not that big of a deal. Okay. This'll be our last room, I think. Hell yeah. Alright. We're getting banished. That's fine. As long as we don't have to move around. It's not that big of a deal. And this 45-minute and counting episode is nearing its conclusion. What do you know? The rare episode where I get to go on tangents. Yeah. Not so easy to stand your ground at, as an occultist, although he can just heal himself wherever he wants. Okay, you stand still. That's very nice. However, Kaida needs to be in the back line. I really need that battlefield medicine. So I'll just start protecting the back line. I think. Oh, there you go. I think at some point I should just try that. Okay. Don't mind that. You can snap out of your stunning sensation anytime you want, Token. And apparently, well, it makes sense. Riposte doesn't work if you're stunned. Duh. But Token needs some love. There you go. What's with the banishing all the time? Stop it. Yeah. It's worth a move to have Kaida in third position again. Come on, crew, you can do this. Making sure I have to fight a decreasing amount of enemies, but the game has different plans for us. Okay. It helps that we're a little bit flexible with movement and stuff. The only thing we can't really abide is Token not in the first two positions, because we really, really need that retribution. Nice. Very good, very good. I'll just have those guys get switched out. That way we can use the 2 other attack moves. Okay. It's a little nasty. Not gonna lie. Then that Templar HP bar is pretty full still. Do your best, Token. Yeah! There we go! Nice job. As if I planned it. And, all of a sudden, that Templar doesn't seem to be that bad anymore. Cool. I think we got this, guys. Man. Finally! Because, you know, I played these missions in my first playthrough off camera, where I was like, this game is way too long. Might as well have the antiquarian strike him down. And I played this and I was like, I'm never gonna record this. Or, well, at least not like that. Like, it took me way too long. And this is still very long. Like, I don't know, you must be in the, like, almost at 40 episodes or something?
But a victory nonetheless.
So good. I am proud of you guys. Even Dwarf. You made it exciting, let's say. Oh my god. You've been lighting the way. And back to the hamlet.
The maniacal cultists are quelled for a time, but there can be no celebration. Your progress is measured only in progressive realization and dawning horror. You are in the shadow of the end.
Indeed, we are. We have 3 regular boss quests still open and 2 more Darkest Dungeon quests. Are you guys excited? Because I am. This will be horrible. See you next time.